friends, Linda here. I have been thinking that I want to start my sourdough starter again. I had one 3 years ago and well, it lasted for about a year and a half and then it accidentally died because I forgot to feed it for a long time. So today we're gonna start it again. I did give it to a friend as well and he's lasted like a bit longer. Approximately, I think it lasted about half a year longer than mine, but then it died as well. Restarting it because I really enjoyed freshly baked sourdough. Like, you know, like when you take it out of the oven and it literally like the crust is crunchy and the inside is soft. So what we need for sourdough starter is a jar. This one. I'm gonna start with 50 and 50 milliliters of water and 50 grams of flour. Mix it in the jar, put a cheesecloth over it and forget about it for a day. Easy peasy, right? Any kind of flour. You can use the bread flour and you can use the plain flour. Okay, and then tomorrow I'm gonna add another 50 on top. 50 grams of flour and 50 milliliters of water until like I think third day when I'm gonna start taking it away and discarding it. Last time it took me 7 days to start, so I hope that this time it's not gonna be that long because I have a couple of batches of cider, couple of batches of wine going on, and then yeah, I have like wild yeasts here everywhere. I'm just hoping that something sticks here to this thing. Day 1 of the sourdough starter. So that the bugs don't get in. Done. Day number 2. Let's do this and add some anemic look to it. Let me grab a spoon. So what we just do is we're gonna add another 50 grams. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more, about 60 milliliters of water because it was quite dry yesterday. And then we just mix it and leave it alone for another 24 hours. Day number 2 done. Day number 3, you know the drill. It has some bubbles. It's starting to smell kind of bad, like it's souring, which is good because it smells worse before it smells better. And you know the drill, 50 grams of flour and 50 milliliters of water. And tomorrow we're just gonna start dividing it off. Day number 3 is done. Yay! Hi, day number 4. It's actually smelling kind of funky, and today we're actually gonna start to get rid of some of the starter, and I will just save only 50 grams. Yeah, it definitely is starting to. Ooh, there we go. That's all we're saving. And then we're getting rid of this because it's not really a sourdough starter yet, but it's definitely funky. It's bubbly. Yeah. And it smells kind of like kind of spoiled milk with a hint of flour. This is the one we saved. I have washed the jar and we're just gonna get it back in. And because it's like 50-50, so this is gonna be 50 grams of half-baked sourdough starter with then another 50 grams of flour, because we do need to feed it. The bacteria in the flour, well, the bacteria here in this thing eats the gluten in the flour. So just do it. Mix it around. You know the pattern now, right? Go. And I'm just gonna leave it. Day number 4 done. Hiya! It's day number 5. And it's bubbly. I don't know if you can see the bubbles inside, but it's definitely bubbly. And it's kind of smelling soury and not very nice. So it is at the stage where it's going through the metamorphosis. We're gonna do the same thing as we did. 50 grams of the starter, and then we're gonna discard this, and then to this we're gonna add another 50 flour and 50 water. You know the drill. Goes back in. And this is day number 5. Yay! See you tomorrow. Today I am gonna start raising it up because I think this is day number 6 and we are just gonna bake the bread. To bake the bread we need a bit of extra starter because we will need to leave some as well. So I'm just gonna add 100 and 100. This one's empty. Always have a spare one. And this is day number 6 now, finished. 6. Yay! It is that time of the evening again, but we are doing the sourdough again. And today I'm gonna add 100 milliliters of water and 100 grams of flour because I want to make the bread tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow I will be able to make some bread with it. And this is day number 7. Yay! Now that it's well mixed, we just need to knead it for about 10 minutes, because what we need to do is we need to activate the gluten in the dough. Just gonna grab a bit of lovely flour. Sticky. And now I'm just gonna think of people I don't like and knead this. Actually, I need to test. So basically the way you can tell if the gluten's activated is if you pull it like this, almost. So it's kind of activated already, but no, it's still breaking. So it should like sheathe and you should see the light throughout. Yeah, I kind of can see. So maybe only like 5 minutes I'm gonna torture this piece of dough. And then we're gonna let it rest. I don't know why, it just makes me feel more accomplished inside. Like you have done something. I don't know if anyone else has these kind of feelings. For example, I'm from Latvia. So in the autumn, I lived in a deep countryside, so in the autumn everyone's preparing for winter, your root cellar's full, everything's like filled with food, you have been like crazily preparing for everything, and then in the spring you have this feeling that you have survived and you have accomplished something and that you have eaten from your own cellar and you have eaten your own homegrown food, and it doesn't really matter that you went to the store once a month. It's just an accomplishment feeling. I really want that again. Because in here it's just so easy. The store is literally 5-minute car drive away. And yeah, I want a challenge. So I'm making myself some challenges, like you're not gonna buy bread this month and we're just gonna keep making it and you're gonna have your own sourdough starter. My arms, they are on fire. Oh. Yeah, better. It's not breaking. I can see daylight through it. Okay, I think that is it. I'm just gonna... The recipe asks to let it rise for like 3 hours. But I'll probably leave it alone for an hour. And then after that, I'm gonna split it in 2 baskets. Let me show you. So I have these 2 different baskets. I have the inlays. So you can put them in and then the bread sits in it, or you could just shake some flour in here and just do that way. I think I'm gonna do the flour and just drop the bread in there and let it rise. The recipe said again to let it rise for 4 to 8 hours, but it's warm in here and this starter was really active. So I'm thinking that I'll probably go by eye. I'll see how fast it's rising and then that will be that. That's clean. Good bread. And then I'm gonna do the wet towel trick so it doesn't dry out. And now it's just gonna go and rest for an hour. See ya! It's been rising for some time now, and now it's like this. There's a definite like a sound as if it's filled with air. I'm gonna split it in half. This is about a kilo of dough. Yeah, about the same. About 500, a little bit over. Just gonna do this with this one so it doesn't stick to it. And then the same with the other one. Isn't it cute? I'm just gonna pop it all underneath. Don't want to over knead it either, because then, oh, this one needs to be like longer one. There we go. And back underneath the towel they go. I need to go out tonight. It's been 4 hours now and they have risen a little bit, but I'm not home tomorrow, so they need to bake now. First thing, we're putting a tray of water in the oven that's already at 210 degrees, and we're gonna bake it with water for about 25 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes I'm gonna just take this pan out and hopefully there's not gonna be any water left in there. And then it's gonna make the lovely crust on those guys. They didn't rise as much as I wanted them to, like you see, but it is looking really, really cute. I'm just gonna dump it out. This one's more stuck to it. Come on, come on, there you go. They look really cool. Has like round circles, but I need to cut it, otherwise it's gonna explode on the outer edge, like that. So we are just gonna cut it. Here we go. And now they can go in, and I need to put a timer on for 25 minutes. It is ready. It's not very big and it didn't rise really well, but it's baked through. You can hear it. Has a hollow feeling, like hollow. Well, I'm gonna give it this. Oh, I'm gonna get the other one out. Oops. It didn't rise very well at all, but considering this yeast is new and I didn't give it much time at all. And like, you would need to start this in the morning, and then in the evening you will be able to bake it, or you start it overnight. You know, you put it in the evening, and then in the morning you have fresh bread to bake. I might do that because this is lovely. It's probably gonna taste really well. Yep, it's done. I'm just looking at my yeast now. Let me just show it to you. When I put it in, it was there. It's like tripled in size. Well, doubled. I'm exaggerating too much, don't worry about it. But look. It's definitely alive. Yeah. So these are lovely. They're crackling. I think they're starting to cool down, which is great. I'm gonna put them on the wire rack so that they don't get a soggy bottom. And that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed my 8-day stint of making kind of floppy and small sourdough bread. But it's gonna be fine. Next time it's gonna be bigger. I'm gonna give it more time. It's gonna be better. If you like it and you want to come and join us with these adventures, come along. I actually like it. It looks like wee. Okay, bye friends.